Welcome back to Best Friend Review. I'm Annabelle Lecter.
Oh, I can't not in these feathers. And I'm beautiful, can't you see?
Is that a reference I should get?
Yeah, in all these feathers, I feel like Crystal Method doing I'm Like a Bird.
There's no lyrics in I'm Like a
Well,
Bird that says I'm beautiful, can't you see?
no, it's You're Beautiful, can't you see? Isn't it?
No, it's not.
What are the lyrics?
You're beautiful, that's for sure.
Oh, thank you.
You are a bin. You are such a bin.
And that's what they call the long con.
Welcome to RuPaul's Best Friend Review, bringing you a review of Season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. With your hosts Annabelle Lecter and Filth.
So, let's do the comments from last week's video. We're not going to read them all out, we're just going to do a few. So, Joe said, I have two favourites in Season 13, Denali and Utica. I thought Denali won the lip sync too, and I was so annoyed that she was eliminated.
I feel like they were just agreeing with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so next comment is from Bam Diggy. Utica's calm optimism is just precious. I'm sure lip syncing for your life is terrifying, but it's nice to be reminded that these people do live to perform after all.
I would be the opposite. I don't want to perform.
Well, Heather said, I'm enjoying the criticism for this episode, especially since it's such a meta take on the makeover challenge. This is what the Season 7 makeover challenge could have been.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, one more, and this is from the gorgeous Dale. Dale has said, I got in a bad habit of commenting too late on the next video. I'm sorry.
Yes, he did.
Yes, if you do want to comment on the videos, try and get them in before Monday night, because that's when we normally film.
Yeah.
But Dale had said, I really wanted to see the stacked hats outfit, and it was so unfair that the bottom two were in pairs. The bottom two should have been Olivia and Tina, with Candy in the bottom three.
Oh.
Thinking about Gottmik's outfit, I've done a 180. I still didn't like it. I really don't like it. But that's all the comments from last week. Thank you very much to everybody that has commented. Sorry we didn't get around to all of them, but let's get down to the reviewing! We start the episode. We said it last week. These beginning sections are just getting a little bit predictable.
This is for the people that didn't get to see Untucked.
We start off with a little round the table moment where Candy doesn't understand the difference between 25,000 and 2,500, or as Americans would say, 2,500.
I think that's the confusion, though, because as people that don't say that because it doesn't happen here,
yeah,
when people do the whatever 100, there is that thing, like, if you overthink it, of, is that 25 and then the 100 part?
Yeah.
I understand.
The mini challenge, I would have aced this. Drag Race
I think
trivia.
anyone would have aced this. This mini challenge for me was such a... We just need to fill this time up. Let's think of 5 shit questions.
Yeah.
I can't believe they built a whole giant buzzer desk for this nonsense. What a waste of money. Like,
it wasn't a trivia, it was a fastest finger first.
Yeah, except for Utica.
Except for Utica hit it and helped. Like, she was just like, ah! Oh, also, RuPaul says interior delusions lounge, which is what we said a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure RuPaul's watching.
How was this challenge worth $2,500?
I don't know.
Lawrence Chaney, you have won Drag Race. Here is a crown. Candy Muse, you answered a simple maths question. Here is $2,500.
Right. Also, congratulations.
Oh, what weirdness.
Congratulations to Lawrence Chaney. Goes out. So we're on to the main challenge, and the main challenge is the branding challenge.
Yes, they have to make a commercial for their own brand of soda pop and write a jingle to go with it.
Queens are having a little pitter-patter around the workroom. Tina's doing a fire theme, Cal Surprise.
We're sick of her brand, but this challenge is brand.
Yeah, we're bored of it, but this was where it would work the most.
Well, it should work.
It should work the most.
Also, I have to say, watching all these queens make storyboards anytime someone's talking about storyboarding, all I think is that bit in Despicable Me where he's turning the page and he's like, I sit on the toilet.
I fly to the moon. I shrink the moon. I grab the moon. I sit on the toilet. What?
Rosé, yet again, is feeling good. I didn't quite understand her concept. It's a hangover cure that makes you feel perfect.
What she was doing felt like quite clever because what they told you had to come up with a saleable product,
Yeah.
which is a hangover cure, but then also make it about your brand. So her brand is, I've got to be perfect. Everything's got to be perfect.
Okay.
That's what they've told her she's coming across as anyway.
Now it makes sense. Now that you've said it like that, it makes a lot more sense to me.
Learning with filth.
The more you know. Ring. Utica is doing a flavoured can.
Almost like, you know, when you get like an air freshener and you can scratch and sniff.
Yeah, I thought the same. I thought that the can was the flavour of the drink inside. That's why she said it was unsanitary, because people will be going around supermarkets like scratch and sniff, scratch and lick. Gottmik wants to make a soda that makes you delusional.
This was a great idea when Jinx Monsoon had it for a perfume in season 5.
I didn't even think of that.
I just don't feel like what Gottmik said her brand was, which is about like not caring or whatever, doesn't match with the looking stupid but thinking you look great. It would be more about almost like a Xanax. Xanax? Xanax?
Yeah, I thought.
Is that the word?
Yeah.
Where it's more of like the before would have been, it happened, and oh no, it happened, and the after would have been like,
I've had this drink
it
and I
happened,
don't care.
and I'm ignoring it. I literally have not even noticed.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have made perfect sense. So,
Yeah.
we have a special guest appearance from the one and only Jada Essence Hall. She tells them to have fun. She tells them to work hard. There's not a lot in this moment.
She came to them to actually say, it doesn't matter if right now you're not the front runner.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're not the one everyone's expecting to win,
Yeah.
because literally anything can happen from now on.
Absolutely. It's
Which is her. No one. I don't think anyone expected Jada to win. Not to say she was bad.
No,
but everyone expected Gigi to win.
It wasn't until we got to the final 3 and I was like, right, Jada's gonna win this.
I was just really distracted because you look so good.
Oh, thank you.
You look like Marilyn Monroe. I'm obsessed.
Like,
even your hairline looks so like, it looks like you've edited a picture of you and you've sent it to me using that, you know, that app that makes your face move.
well, thank you.
Oh,
That makes me feel good. I don't know what to say now.
now you're distracted by you.
No, I'm distracted by me. Right, so we move on to the actual filming of the commercials, and we start.
Oh, wait. Also, wait, slightly wait, a little bit wait.
Have I missed something?
I wrote in huge capital letters during this bit in the workroom, just get on with it. I just felt like we were doing so much like, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. But it wasn't even a walkthrough with Rue where we would get, should you do this? It was just people telling people what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Just get on with it. Tina, you know me, I always say people need to focus on what they're doing and not what other people aren't doing. Just get on with it. Tina is all concerned about Rosé.
Yeah.
And that smells danger for me, girl. Smells danger?
Smells danger.
Ariana Grande's next single, You Make Me Smell Like a Dangerous Woman.
Absolutely not. We
move on to filming.
Quite frankly, if Tina hadn't put Rosie in the leopard print last week, that would have been what she did the costume change into this week.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I just wanted punchlines, and I actually really liked her in this big fluffy hair, though.
Next up was Rosé, who, again, I thought, I'm not quite sure what this does. But then, now that you've described it and explained it, I understand it now.
I love the name Rosaide.
I also love the Jantasy Rose.
Love it. I was obsessed. Also, how good does Rosé's body look in the bikini look? Next up was Olivia with her soda Liv. And I didn't know why she was searching for it.
I think she was meant to be searching for the meaning of life. Or the meaning of live. But it didn't come across very well.
Also, can we just say that this hair and bag is what Denali should have had on last week? Why would she not have given her a tiny bag?
A tiny bag.
That's the only thing that we know about her, is she likes a tiny bag.
I've had a thought about this.
Oh.
She didn't put her in a tiny bag because she didn't care about sabotaging her. Next up, Simone. From start to finish, I was laughing along with her. She took direction well. She was just perfection in this.
I absolutely agree. I love Simone. I love everything. I loved everything about this. But not to sound like Fifi O'Hara.
Yeah.
But so much of what we find funny about Simone is just how she speaks.
Yeah.
I feel like all the other girls are having to jump through hoops.
Okay. I see
and yet
that.
They don't expect it from Simone in the same way. And I love what she like. I love what came out of it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it has to be recognized that she's not having to put the same type of effort in as other people.
I understand that. I can see that.
Yeah. And I just, that's all I wanted to say on it. And like, I hope people are angry at me in the comments.
Well, let's move swiftly on to Candy Muse. Not Candy Muse, Utica, sorry. Well, this is the reason why I don't like the branding challenge. Because the cringy moments are the moments where I can't watch. And if we weren't doing the review, I would have skipped this.
This was one where I was going, I'm just trusting the process.
Next up was Candy Muse with the K special. In the filming, I was like, okay, Candy is absolutely fucking mental.
Oh, yeah. I just wrote that she worked hard.
She worked real fucking hard.
Whereas you had Simone just stood there talking, you had Candy Muse, who was up, down, over, back, up, down, over, back.
Knees bent on stretch, rah, rah, rah.
I feel like it was like watching someone do like a boot camp in the park. It was just everywhere. It was all sorts of things. And I still just find it so endearing when she has like her dim moment. Like when they were like, shouldn't the cans be around? She's like, oh, yes, I'm going to get the cans.
Yeah.
I've seen so much shade about this outfit.
Oh, no.
And I loved it.
I was like, this is what I would expect Candy Muse in. You know what I didn't really enjoy? Really didn't like Gottmik in this.
In this moment, I thought it was going to make a good commercial because watching her do the thing sort of out of context, I was like, oh, this is kind of funny out of context. So maybe when she puts it together, it'll actually be a different type of funny.
No. So, we move on to Elimination Day. Candy lets us into a little bit of information about a homophobic attack that she experienced that left her with a huge scar on her arm. This was sad because, unfortunately, it's a reality for a lot of people.
I think, unfortunately, too many people think the type of gay bashing that happens is just someone shouts faggot on the way down the street passing you. For some of the attacks that happened, she got off very lightly by just having a very badly broken arm.
Yeah. And that's really the really sad thing is, you know, she did get off lightly with a broken arm, and that's awful to say out loud. As the queens were getting ready, the queens were having a little chat, and obviously we'd not been told what the runway theme was at this point.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it trolls?
I thought it was trolls.
Yeah. I was like, is it trolls? Is it mythical creatures?
I thought it was trolls until someone told Rosé, you look like a troll. And I was like, oh, so it's not trolls. What's happening?
Yeah. We move on to the runway. Ru comes out in this look. Thought it was very classic Ru. However, Michelle with this big 80s curly bouncy hair.
Oh,
and this
yes.
blazer. Moment.
Honestly, so when we saw RuPaul, I actually really liked this just because on the season 13 she's been very miss rather than hit for me recently. I did think that, you know how she had this hair that was like yours in a way, but then there was a longer bit just coming over one shoulder and it made it look like she was wearing like a rat tail mullet thing but over one shoulder.
I mean, we know how much she loves a mullet.
That is the most beautiful hairdo I've ever seen in my entire life.
To the beat of the rhythm of the night. Onto the queens on the runway, and the runway theme is Beast. Let's start off. First out of the gate is Utica. Do you remember last week when we said one thing that we really hope that Utica takes from Simone is that she can walk the runway without the silliness?
Yes.
And still be powerful? Very that from Utica this week.
This was stunning.
Right?
She looked so good, and this dress was just gorgeous. Oh, I just thought she looked so good. Also, more things about me. This makeup felt very me 2 years ago. Like a little black pointy brow that just disappeared to nothing. Yellow here, which then she carried down to here.
Yeah.
Me!
Very you. Very you.
I know. I just letting you know.
Wait, does Utica follow you on Instagram?
Oh my god, she does.
Oh my god, what if she's copied your makeup?
I completely forgot she follows me on Instagram.
Oh. Next up on the runway, Candy Muse. What did you think of this?
It wasn't good, but I actually really liked the face.
Remember when Kamora Hall played the tree? Very that?
When they were doing the Are You Smarter Than the Pit Crew?
Yep.
This alien was in the background and we had no idea what it was. It was just there like this.
Next up was Tina Burner.
Tina just every week brings a costume and never fashion.
For me, I didn't get Beast from this. I got like toy.
And what was this makeup?
And then but that's what I mean. She looked like somebody had taken all the pieces of like a teddy bear and then stitched a doll's face in the middle.
Well, I knew she'd said about the teddy bear, but I didn't realize about the doll. But yeah, also, handy tip for everyone. If you're going to do an oversized eye illusion, you take the lashes and you flip them both this way. So they go out like this. Not, your bottom lashes don't do this. She looks like a right knobhead.
Next up.
What were your thoughts on Simone?
I feel like she could have switched her makeup up a little bit and done something a bit more And it reminds me... I
actually thought this was... Is it like... There's like a girl in Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Coco.
And I thought this was her.
Is it Coco or Candy?
I honestly could not tell you.
Okay.
This didn't fit with Beast for me.
Oh, no, I could see like Beast because it was an animal.
Okay.
Next up, Got Mick.
What did you think about it?
I thought this was gorgeous. I really enjoyed their makeup on it. I thought the eyes were cute. The teeth were great. It was kind of like a twisted Sesame Street.
Yeah, I think it looked like the thing, Real Monsters, that guy.
Yeah, I can see
But
that.
I didn't see this and think of Beast. Beast should be more, I don't know, almost scary.
This was, for a few of them, it was more monster than Beast.
This was a point where I wish she'd brought more of a character to it rather than just fashion.
Next up was Olivia.
I thought this looked like someone working a club night had been told, we're dressing up as Drag Race queens, and someone had gone, well, I want to be Crystal Method, but all I can work with is hot glue.
I have literally wrote the same thing. Remember Crystal Method's purple look. Also, the face that Olivia painted was just Olivia's standard pretty face in turquoise. Moving on to the last one on the runway was Rosé in this red look. I said that it was more devil than beast.
Oh, I bought it as troll, and I think a troll is a beast.
Yeah, I can see it as a troll as well. Yeah. Also, the best her hair and makeup has been all season.
Oh, yeah. To me, this was the look of the night. So well done. And then she put like a character with it. I would say, the judges later say that, oh, this was amazing because normally she's a fashion clown. This was the most fashion clown look I've seen her in.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was fashion and clown. Everything else she's done has just been fashion. But like, fashion clown, this was it. This was spectacular to me.
Yeah, this was great. This was,
I loved it.
Like you say, the look of the night. All right, so we're on to the actual commercials themselves. We start off with Utica. I actually did laugh at this. I chuckled a little bit. But then we move on to the judges' critiques. The judges didn't like the commercial or the runway.
I couldn't get my head around it. If she'd have come out in some big wackadoodle thing, they'd have been like, this is great, but this is what we would expect from you and we'd want from you.
Yeah.
Well, you need to still bring us something else. So she was like, no, I'm doing the opposite. I'm bringing you glamour on the week when you would expect me to do something crazy.
Next up was Candy Muse. Chaos on top of chaos, on top of weirdness, on top of chaos.
Yeah.
It was so stupid, but I loved it.
I thought it was just so good. It fit with what we know about her and how she acts. I love Cheers to Being Skinny!
Yeah.
Like, I loved it. Oh my God. My favourite bit, the bit that made me laugh more than anything this episode, was we'd obviously seen her film on that stool. I had no idea what was going to happen. And then it's just them doing this. It was so good.
So funny. Next up, Tina Burner. And this, for me, was the most predictable.
But I will say on her criticism, that mainly her criticism from the judges was, this was all what we'd expect from you and what we think you're going to do, and we know you're going to do it.
Yeah.
But, like, this was the challenge to do that. Next up was our queen. What did you think about Simone's ad?
This was just so good. So good.
Yeah.
And it's, again, like Flag Factory. It's another quotable, memorable thing from Simone.
She has got such a fleshed out, realised character, and she is aware of how to use it.
Yes.
This isn't like when we did have Alyssa, who could do things and we liked it and it was funny. Alyssa had the magic but didn't know how to throw it at people.
Yeah,
but Simone is like, no, I know how to wield the power.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought the funniest part of the whole thing was at the end of the jingle where she goes, whoop. Next up was Gottmik.
In the end, I quite enjoyed this. I don't think it quite got to where it needed to go. It was the kind of stupid that I would have enjoyed. But I think I enjoyed it because I enjoyed the pit crew more than I enjoyed what Gottmik was doing.
I thought it would have all been funnier if she wasn't sexy. I also think, you know, in the thing she basically had, the second half of it was, but now you look like this, but she still had the pit crew going, oh no.
Yeah.
That sold the story, but where were the jokes? The joke could have been, now you look like this and this and this, and then at the end, when she says, can't promise you'll actually look sexy, that would have been the punchline.
Next up was Olivia Lux. Thoughts?
What was she doing in the desert? What was she doing in the ocean?
Yeah.
She just looked like a knobhead. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, you're going for search of, if you are meant to be, if you're thinking about this character, this person that's meant to be looking for the meaning in life, no one that dresses like this and walks like this is looking for the meaning of life.
If she was dressed in, like, an adventurer, safari, that kind of look.
Lara Croft.
No, I don't think Lara Croft would work. It would have had to be, like, on the nose. They're in, like, a safari, jungle, like...
Okay. Nigel Thornberry.
Mean? Like, Nigel fucking Thornberry.
Smashing!
Yeah.
You know, that. They're looking for the meaning of life. Live, laugh, love. That little tiny change would have made it a little bit better. Also, like they say, she was just too happy the whole time.
There should have been a moment in the commercial to put out your branding of your tiny bag to go, she has packed her case.
Yeah.
Like, something, she needed to point. And this bit, perfectly leads me into everything I loved about Rosé. So this one, it was the antithesis of Olivia's. She was so hyper-aware of what people see in her on Drag Race right now, what people have seen from her, what the judges say. This gave me what I wanted that I wasn't getting in Simone's, which is that she actually put the legwork into being this funny.
Yes.
I complained a few weeks ago, or months ago, or however long it was, that she doesn't seem fully aware of actually what her power is. Mm-hmm. And in this, I was like, oh, she's getting it. Jokes, stay. What? Joke, story, explanation. Yeah. I just thought this was everything they wanted from the challenge, which was jokes, there was a story, it had branding, and then she explained actually what the product did for you as a product.
Yes. RuPaul has to be doing some Duolingo because this week we got Spanish.
Yes, we did.
Like, gotta
absolutely.
It's coming up. I can feel it. sponsored by Duolingo. This week, the winners of the challenge are Simone and Rosé.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Well earned.
I'm glad that they did both.
Yeah.
But for me, Rosé was my winner.
And Tina and Utica are the bottom two to lip sync for their life. 2, My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas, which is such a fun song.
So was this your bottom 2?
No.
Who would your bottom 2 have been?
I think my bottom 2 would have been Olivia and Tina.
That's exactly what I wrote.
What do you think of this actual lip sync?
I thought Utica did such a good job of taking what her look was and pushing it through this song.
Yep, I said exactly the same thing. I said that Utica sold this song with this look. It was
because this was a comedy track.
It was a comedy track.
And you could not do this track straight. It wouldn't be good.
I think that there were certain moments of it where she did play it straight. And like the bit where she did like a full lap of the stage in this fucking gown, and it was like, I was like, okay, you are booking. You're not strolling. She's not doing a Kimura Hall. I can't move in this train.
No,
she's doing a fucking run around this fucking stage.
She's doing the tour. She's taking a tour.
She is doing.
To me, every time you saw her, she did this thing with her body where her feet were here.
Yeah.
Her hips went this way. Her head went this way. And I was like, this is fashion illustration. This is gorgeous. She knew what she looked like. She took the power that she learned from Simone.
Right.
And translated it into, through her comedy number. And I was like, this is what you needed.
Do you know the moment when I knew that Utica was going to fucking slay this lip sync?
Go for it.
When they went, time has come to lip sync for your life, blah, 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 blah. And they do their thunderclap. Warm. And Utica literally just like settled into herself and was like,
yes, precisely.
Literally, I was just like, she literally sat into it and just, I was like, right, she's got in her mind, right this moment, the character that she's playing, what she fucking looks like, what this song needs. And you know what this song didn't need? The New York, I'm going to move too much so you can keep an eye on me.
There were 2 parts where I thought Tina was successful. One was the face-off with Utica.
Yeah.
Which was her reacting to Utica, running to the front of the stage and going...
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't... It was her bouncing off of something Utica did, I believe. And I hated the slide, but... It was completely correct that she did like the twerking on the floor. I don't know what the dance move's called, but that was correct. Everything else was just.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like you say. It was the New York dance. It was the 8 count and the kicking your leg and bucking and romping and. Julie just didn't need it.
So that has been episode 11.
Yes.
Episode 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 13. This has been Best Friend Review. As usual, pop your comments in the comments down below. Hit subscribe if you're not already. There are at least 73 of you that watch a week, and we have not got that many subscribers. So hit subscribe, hit the bell notification. It only takes a second and you get notified whenever we post a video.
It really does. And please give us a little thumbs up because it really, really helps us.
Yes, thumbs up.
And it takes nothing from you. It costs nothing. It takes even less time. And we always say, if you hit the bell, you get a notification. If you don't want a notification, just give us a like because it won't hurt you. It won't even come back to haunt you.
The good thing about the notification now is you can actually select whether it's whenever we post a video or you can select like other little bits and pieces. It doesn't have to be every single video.
Annabelle Lecter with the information.
But that's the end of the review. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been Annabelle Lecter.
And I've been Phil.
And we'll see you next time. See you in a bit. Ta-da!